Tucker Tynan is officially a member of the New York Islanders. Things you hate to see. Conrad 50 and 50? Maybe. He's got 37 and 39. Let's get the entire year simulation done and let's find out. Woo! What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your 25 6 and 6 9 and 1 in our last 10, the most handsome team in the damn league, the reigning Stanley Cup champions, your Quebec Nordiques. Damn, that felt good. What's up, guys, and welcome back. So here we are on top of the world right now, reigning Stanley Cup champions, 56 points. The Hurricanes are the only team that are even remotely close to us right now. We have a nice little cushion. I mean, the Panthers are right there, but more or less we're going to be a playoff team. But there's a big question mark, and that is the goaltending. Not because it's not doing good, it's because we have two starters, and I think it's time. Look at all the plus threes. Oh my goodness, things you love to see, ladies and gentlemen. But I think it's time that we trade Tucker Tynan. Now I know, alright, I know, trust me, I know, but he won you a cup, he's the man, you gotta give him another shot, this and that, he's getting paid like a starting goalie. I spent like 20 minutes in the last video talking about how I wanted to keep Tucker Tynan, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I love Tucker Tynan, he's been awesome for us, he went on that miraculous Stanley Cup run last year, obviously that will never be forgotten. He's a great NHL goalie, and he's gonna do big things on the team that I trade him to. But people are saying you have to stop looking at just the wins and the losses, start looking at the big numbers, the goals against, the save percentage. And yes, I know, obviously, but I mean, a 380 goals against, I mean, the 7-3 is nice, but those underlying numbers, they don't look that great. And you compare them to Yaroslav Askarov, who's having himself quite a campaign, 18-3-4, a 260 goals against, and a 908 save percentage in this NHL era. That's pretty damn impressive. Now, I've talked about it a million times. I've basically compared all the what-ifs you could ever compare in the world. Sederanter in the comments, he says, I would trade Tucker Tynan if I were you. Although he has a very good record, his save percentage is terrible for a goalie of his caliber. By trading him, you'll also free up some cap space, which will really help you in the re-sign stage and free agency. That's true. Now, he's not making a boatload of money, but 4.5 for essentially a backup goalie is just too damn much. Now, going into next year's free agency, we don't really have to re-sign anyone big. Spike Helm and Nikita Zadorov, who might not even be here, Jake Virtanen, like there's a few of these players, but that's basically it. We're gonna have a relatively easy re-sign stage next year, so I'm not super concerned about the cap, but you always have to be looking at the cap, obviously. But it's actually going to be kind of nice to have that relief that we're going to have 2 years to go on extreme Stanley Cup runs here, especially if we shed that 4.5 from Tucker Tynan. I mean, then the next year we only have to re-sign Nick Suzuki and Arthur Kaliev, so we've got our big pieces locked up, and we're not really overpaying anyone, which I really like, because there's been some franchise modes where we've given out contracts and they haven't worked out. I mean, 3-4 years after that, but as of right now, the worst contract on the team might be Hampus Lindholm, and it's not even that bad. So I'm pretty happy with how everything's going right now. But yes, I agree with you. Tucker Tynan should be gone for a multitude of reasons. But then you got people saying, nah, bro, he's my guy. Tynan's a playoff legend. Yes, I know. I feel ya, technology. I feel ya. Now, Brian, we got a big boy comment. He says, the way I see it, in the long run, New York Islanders are the way to go. I agree with you. They may not be good this year, but over the next few years, Tynan is going to lead the team. Here's what I'm thinking trade-wise. Look around the league for a decent backup tendy. A third-round pick might do it. You don't have anyone in the AHL who's ready, and the Islanders don't have anyone worthy to get back. Now for the New York trade, I like that kid in the OHL, offensive defenseman. Even though you don't need him now or next year, the decor is set for the next year or two. He can still play in the OHL or the AHL. Basically says you don't need to bring him up right now. This is going to be good. You don't have to rush him. He says, as the great Bob McKenzie loves to say, it should be 1 for 1. All right, I like your style, Brian. Absolute legend, always commenting down there, always hitting me up on Twitter. Good guy, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Mitchell and TLK, they both say trade Tynan to New York. Let's do it. Oh, but wait, duh. says, but Tucker got you a Stanley Cup. Stop it. Go away. I don't need to see that right now. So this is the guy who's talking about, this Orto guy. Where is he? Hanu Orto? Is that the guy you're speaking about? Or is it the offensive defenseman you were speaking about? Where is he? Jeffrey. I think it was Jeffrey. Yeah, that's right. It was Jeffrey. Ron Jeffrey, the man who has the porn star name. Are we looking at Ron Jeffrey, or are we looking at Hanu Orto, who's a former top 10 pick defensive defenseman? Or we can go with Ron Jeffrey, the porn star name. He's an offensive D-man, again a former top 10 pick by the Islanders. One's 20 years old and 77 overall. One's 19 years old and 79 overall, already playing in the American Hockey League, where the 20-year-old is still stuck in juniors. So I think, Brian, my man, with all due respect, I think we're going to go with the best player available. I know he said the 1-for-1, but I'm just basically taking Brian's comment and doing the exact opposite of what he just said. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just putting my own twist on it. But this guy, I think we should get him. What if we were to throw Nikita Zadorov in the deal? I know I just signed him, but our bottom pair would be Orto and Poirier. Or we could just give him Poirier. Now, Poirier, okay, we might be able to make this trade a little bit bigger than what we thought. He's 23 years old, 79 overall. He's not even listed as an NHL defenseman. I think it's time we part ways with Jeremy Poirier. He was one of our first ever picks, but it just hasn't really worked out. 23 years old. I think he's going nowhere fast. Let's trade him while he still actually has some decent amount of trade value. The nice thing is we have a decent amount of picks this year, so after I make this trade, I can basically go ahead and send a third for a backup goalie, just like Brian said. So we're not really too worried about that. But let's see here. Tucker Tynan, unfortunately, doesn't have a ton of trade value for the goalie he is, but 23 years old, a medium starter. It sucks, but unfortunately, the Islanders need our help because look at their goaltending situation. Oh my God, that is bad. That is B-A-D, all capital letters. Holy, that is shitty. How do you let your goaltending pool get this bad? Like, first off, you lose John Tavares, and then you lose Matthew Barzal, and then you trade the goalie away I give you, like Quinn Bossy. What are you doing? I gave you a goalie for a reason, and then you screwed it up, Long Island. You screwed it up. So unfortunately, the Islanders are pretty poor with prospects and picks, which sucks because that's really the only thing I wanted, but this trade makes the most sense. So we're going to get Orto here. Is it Orto? I think it's how you pronounce it. Hanu Orto. He's a Finn. Or is it Ortio or Ortio? I don't know. Maybe we got to come up with a nickname for this guy. You guys can let me know in the comments, but we're going to see if we can get a fourth, which is really nothing. I would love for like a second or a third, but they have nothing for this year. Next year's 2027 second. I mean, we're upgrading our defense and giving them a starting goalie and basically just getting a second and like a nothing prospect. This is kind of just to make it go through. It was the youngest, best, not overpaid player I could find. And no, it's not Nick Ritchie, it's Nolan Ritchie. So there you go. It really doesn't seem like a big haul, but we are getting an absolute stud on the back end. This guy has all the tools to be a premier elite defensive defenseman in the NHL, so I think we're going to give him the chance. We're upgrading, we're parting ways with Jeremy Poirier and Tucker Tynan. We're basically trading Tynan to upgrade our defense and get an additional pick. So will this go through? First off, I want to show you guys, because I know you're going to be like, that's all you got for him? What are you doing, you idiot? They really don't have a lot in the terms of prospect defensemen. Like, I could go after one of these guys, a low elite 65 21-year-old, but I don't know. Maybe could I try that and maybe take away the fourth? I don't know. Let's see. That might be better. Get another defenseman. That trade value is obviously way too high. So what if I got rid of you and you? Basically, we're getting a low elite defenseman, kind of a wild card, 6'5", 220. He's a big boy. Holy, he's a big fella. A second and a stud defenseman in exchange for Tucker Tynan. Trade rejected. So you see what I'm saying? The trade value just isn't there. My personal trade value for Tucker Tynan is maxed out, but in the game, unfortunately, unfortunately, he doesn't really have a lot. So let's go back to that original deal. There's really nothing else that catches my eye. Let's try for this Blum kid, maybe. What's he looking like? Russ Blum. That's a great name. Another offensive defenseman. Let's go with Mr. Blum. We're really not going to get a whole lot here, so let's try Blum, Richie, and a second. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to make a trade like this go through. That looks pretty even. A second and Orto basically for Tucker Tynan. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Oh man, this is like the worst player I can get too. Am I going to have to upgrade? Am I going to have to like throw something else in? This is ridiculous. I'm trying to help you out here, Long Island. Come on. How about I just get a fourth? Really give me anything here. It's basically Tucker Tynan for Orto. Will this go through? Trade rejected. Come on. No fourth. No picks. No picks involved. Trade rejected. Long Island, you are literally so dumb. Okay, I'll literally give you a fourth. I'm trying to help you out. There you go. The trade has been done. Tucker Tynan is officially a member of the New York Islanders. Things you hate to see. I mean, I feel like the Islanders should have been a little bit more lenient to take that trade, but I guess it is a goalie making a lot of money for a long time, but he's proven he won a freaking Stanley Cup. But you know what? I am happy we upgraded our defense. We're going to go with Askarov. He's the starter. And now what I got to do is go ahead and find a backup goalie. So that's another task I got to do here. I want to get a guy who maybe like Tristan Jarry. That actually might be perfect because they have Eric Comrie to come up. I could get Tristan Jarry. I don't mind Tristan Jarry at all. He is 6-1. He played in Dallas last year as basically the starter. He's used to starting minutes. I think Tristan Jarry is the one we should go for. I didn't have to look that long. We could probably trade a third and get him, to be honest with you. Making 1.4, that is totally fine. Let's see if we can get this done. There you go. Yeah, will that work? I was just looking, and we actually have the Islanders second, so that's where their second went. But let's see if we can get a third for Tristan Jarry. Will that go through? Seems like a good enough deal. Yes? No? Trade rejected. All right, maybe a fourth? Throw an extra pick in there. I know we're trading draft picks like crazy. Let's go a sixth, a seventh, and a third for Tristan Jarry. You have a backup goalie in the AHL. Why not trade away Tristan Jarry? There you go. We now have a backup goalie. That was quick. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. You probably could have got a better haul for Tucker Tynan. This is kind of my thank you to the New York Islanders for giving us such a beautiful, handsome stud of a hockey player, Matthew Barzal. How you doing? 50 points in 37 games. Not bad at all. All right, so we're good to go here. We are good to go on the defense. Actually, no, we're not. I just lied to you. Okay, so these guys don't work out together. That sucks. That's a minus. We definitely don't want that. Okay. I mean, I guess I should have realized that two defensive defensemen playing together. That's a bit of a yikes. Nikita Zadorov. Okay, so that's not great. I kind of need a two-way or an offensive guy to play alongside the defensive guy, so our work is not done here yet. Alright, so everything is all good to go. Went ahead and changed up the power play, put Mr. Hanu on there, and then the Rhino throw. Actually, I'm going to throw him with Nasty Nas here. We're going to throw the Rhino with Nasty Nas and Makar with Hanu, and then that looks like we're all good to go. +3, +3, +3, +1. Everything is all good to go. We got Askarov and Tristan Jarry, the new backup goalie for your Quebec Nordiques. Good guy, Tristan Jarry. Hometown kid. I'm not saying hometown from Quebec, I'm saying my hometown, I guess my home province, but my fiance did go to high school with Tristan Jarry, so I think I mentioned that last episode. But now he's a member of our team, and since we're playing the Buffalo Sabres, they're a very bad team, let's go ahead and start Tristan Jarry against said Buffalo Sabres. I hope we have a game against Long Island soon, and we do. And we also have a game against Montreal, so the end of this month and the start of February is going to be very, very busy for us. So let's go here up against the Buffalo Sabres. Starting off the simulation. I feel like I've been blabbling on for an hour. Let's get some simulation done. Tristan Jarry getting the start. Tucker Tynan no longer on the squad. The boys are shook up, but they know they have a job to do. Let's go out there and let's leave cold-ass Buffalo in January. No one wants to be here. Let's get the hell out of here with 2 points. Period number 1. And it's 2-0. Lubomir Mahalik with both. Period number 2. Oh my god, 5-0. Nick Suzuki wants to get in on the fun. Quinn Wrights as well gets a goal, and oh my god, you break the shutout? What are you doing? And then Nikita Zadorov, after I'm thinking about trading him, he scores his first of the year. Okay, we absolutely dominate the Buffalo Sabres here. There's still time to rack it up, but 40 shots, that poor goalie getting just a workout. Oh man, Buffalo just cannot compete. A huge performance from the milkman. Arthur Kaliev, known for scoring goals, but dishing them tonight. 3 apples, and Nick Suzuki with 3 as well, so that entire line just went off. Things you love to see. Now I know Hanu and Zadorov are a -1, which really bothers me, so it is something that I want to think about. Hell no, I'm not trading away Arthur Kaliev for Jake McCabe, former Quebec Nordique, might I add. See if we can continue on with the W's here. We lose, we win 8-0 against the Hawks. How you doing? See you later. They're actually a good team as well, so I gotta check to see who had themselves a night. Look at the milkman, 64-41. Of course, we're gonna go up to the 50 game mark, and we're gonna see if Conrad is going to hit said 50-50. What the hell am I doing? I want to go over here. I'm clicking buttons I'm not supposed to be clicking. What's going on? I wish you could go like strictly to your team so you don't have to look at everyone's. I just want to see us. I don't care about everyone else. I just want to see our game against the Chicago Blackhawks. So it says the Nordiques actually laid the hammer down the Blackhawks by a score of 8-0. Hashtag laying it down. Cool hashtag, bro. No stats? No numbers? You're not going to say you had a hat trick or anything? All right, well, that's annoying, I guess. So that's 2 big wins back-to-back, 28-7-6. Chris Kreider on waivers. Okay, that's not something you usually see. 77 overall, so he dropped real quick, still making big boy money. Unfortunately, we don't need him. That's just going to be dead cap space. Good luck with the rest of your career, but we simply just do not need a player like Chris Kreider. A win and then a shootout loss. Still get the pity point. This is a game I want to circle on my calendar for a few reasons. Obviously, the milkman. Thank you very much, New York. We could basically thank all the New York teams. Thank you, New York Rangers, for the milkman. Thank you, Long Island, for Matthew Barza. We just got to make a really bad trade for the Buffalo Sabres now, but I want to see if he's on the lineup. He's not. Oh man, he was. He used to be here. Where the hell's Tyroning? Things you hate to see. Is he scratched? Are you scratching my boy Tyroning? Okay, that's all right, I guess. I guess he's playing in the AHL. Fine. Both teams are 7-2-1 in their last 10. Let's go. I'm going to really have to pick it up here if we want to get the whole year of simulation done. Period number 1 against the team that drafted the milkman and traded him away so fast because they're a bunch of idiots. Let's go. And it's 1-1. Brett Howden and Conrad Stastny. Askarov gets the start in the Big Apple. Period number 2. Okay, 2-1. Zach Hyman on the 4th line. Shots are pretty even here. Come on. Oh, Panarin, the bread man. The Russian scores on the Russian. Okay, all right, Panarin, I see you. Oh man, Hayden Fleury. Okay, so unfortunately it looks like, wait, Lucas Raymond, he gets us within striking distance. There's still time. Don't count us out until the fat lady sings. All right, she's getting ready to sing. This game is all but over. We lose to the Rangers, and Milkman doesn't do anything against his old team. It's all good. He's got 66 points in 44 games. I think he can afford to take a night off. So going up to this Montreal game, that will be game number 49 on the year. And then the next game, oh boy, we got ourselves a blockbuster. Conrad and Virtanen for Charlie McAvoy. Obviously, I'm going to say hell to the no for this. I mean, McAvoy's really, really good, but he's not Conrad Stastny good. Come on. This guy could go 50-50 if he really steps it up here. 97 overall for a 90. Boston, what the hell are you thinking? It's kind of cool that I got a trade offer for Conrad though. I like it. I appreciate it, but hell to the no. All right, so those are 2 big wins there. Let's see how many goals Conrad has. He had 41 in 44 last time. Sorry, 45. So we did score 6 goals one night. Let's see how he's doing. He's only got 42. He's got 3 games to get 8 goals. I mean, if anyone can do it, it's going to be him, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. We are being led right now by Lubomir Mahalik. 69 nice points in less than 50 games. Things you love to see. Spike Helm for a second. Hell no. So let's go one more game here. Sorry, this is only going to be game 48. I lied to you. I thought it was going to be game 49. I did my math wrong. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Okay, is this going to be another one of those episodes? Is this going to be another one of those crazy trade episodes? I mean, he's absolutely nasty. I mean, I'd say Pierre-Luc Dubois is probably an upgrade over Nick Suzuki. Let's just compare the two here. So Pierre-Luc Dubois has 41 points. He's a minus 12. He needs to get out of Columbus. That's pretty evident. So 41 and 49. He's 90 overall, making 8.3 million shekels. Let's have a look here and see Nick Suzuki, who's 86 overall, and he's having a better year. He has 49 points in 48 games. Why? Why do you think I need a player like Pierre-Luc Dubois when I got my boy Nick Suzuki? Hell no. All right, here we go once again against the Montreal Canadiens. Just to remind you from the Quebec Nordiques Bible here, link in the description, we have an all-time record of 9-6. We were on a 6-game winning streak until they beat us November 19th, 7-5, a barn burner, but we're in our home barn here. Let's go. We've outscored them 54-49. Lubomir Mahalik makes it 55-49 on the first shot of the game. Let's go. Period number 1, and it's 3-1. Barzal, Mahalik, and Mahalik. Things you love to see. Tristan Jarry gets the start. Period number 2. Okay, it's a wild one. Once again, Conrad and Jake Vertanen. All right, Max Lafleur, he gets one. But Tristan Jarry, hopefully he can hold it down. 3 goals on 12 shots I saw there. Max Lafleur, okay, he's got his second of the night. I would absolutely love to get an insurance marker. How about Lubomir Mahalik? Absolutely. And then Jake Vertanen with his second of the night. And then Lucas Raymond with his first. I don't know if he had a goal in the first or not. Maybe, I don't remember. But 8-4, we double up on him. That one was right from the blue line. He just must have thrown it on net, and Mr. Turris bobbled that one. 36-21, rack it up, put it on the board, another W. Nick Suzuki with 3 helpers, Mahalik with 3 goals. I wonder if Nick Suzuki's 3 assists had anything to do with Lubomir Mahalik's 3 goals. I wonder. Would you just look at that? Lubomir Mahalik scores his 34th from Zadorov and Nick Suzuki. A couple minutes later, he scores his 35th from Cale Makar and Nick Suzuki. And then in the third period, he scores his hat-trick goal from Nasty Nas and Nick Suzuki. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Those guys have some chemistry going. So back to the 50 and 50 talk here. You think Conrad's going to hit it? I don't know. He's going to need to really step it up here. He's going to need to get 4 goals in game number 50 to do it. I don't know, man. I'm going to say he's going to score... I gotta write it down here. Let me pull up my notepad. I think he's gonna score 77 goals. All right, that's my take. 77. That's my guess. That's my guess for this entire year. He's going to pot 77. So let's go here. He needs to get 4 against the Oilers. I'm not going to slow sim it because I don't think it's going to happen. And we got a very important slow sim game against the New York Islanders here. So let's go. The 50th game of the year. We win 6-2. There's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. Oh, he got 48. He got 2. So damn close. So damn close, Conrad. That's all right, buddy. That's all right. Spike Helm for a first. Damn, that's a big move. 49 and 51. It's so close. He wanted it. He really did. We can get a first for Spike Helm. That's kind of crazy. But look at the Islanders. 7 and 41. Tucker Tynan, I hate to do this to you. I hate to do it. I'm sorry. Hanu against his old team. The fantastic Finn up against the man he was traded for, Tucker Tynan. I'm hearing some rumors that Nasty Nas took the whole team out for dinner, and he also invited former Stanley Cup champion starting goalie Tucker Tynan along to the best restaurant in New York. What a nice guy. What an absolute beauty. All right, Tucker Tynan, let's get this thing over with. Period number 1. It's 1-0, and it's Quinn Wrights. Okay, period number 2. Okay, 3-0. Jake Vertanen and Conrad shorthanded. He hates to do it, but he's got to do his job. 26-15 are the shots. Oh, man, poor Tucker Tynan. Arthur Kaliev makes it 4-0. This Islanders team is just freaking bad. It's just really, really bad. Tucker, I know I sent you from the top to the very, very bottom, and I'm so sorry. 4-0. Oh, man. At least give them something to work with, Long Island. You guys are a bunch of assholes. Jake for Tynan with a goal and a helper. Jari with the shutout. There you go. And then Quinn Wrights with the goal. All right, let's get some serious simulation done. Conrad's got 50 and 52. I'm saying he gets 77. Let's get some mass simulation done here. Let's go. Any important games? I mean, we've already slow simmed a lot here, so let's just get the bulk of it done. Hell no, I don't want to trade Arthur Kaliev for a first. Get out of here. Spike Helm for Bjorkstrand. No, no, no. All right, Spike Helm again for a first. You think we're going to hit 40 wins before we hit 10 regulation losses? I think so. The Blues fired their head coach. All right. Spike Helm for a first. That's a popular trade amongst the NHL. That's 2 shutouts in our last 3 games, and then a 3-2 win. There you go. And there's win number 40. Another trade. Leave me alone. 48 and 7. No, not 48. 40 wins, 8 losses and 7 overtime losses. John Carlson goes to Florida. Okay. The Capitals trade a longtime member, John Carlson. Okay. Goes to Florida. As we continue racking up the W's here. Keep it coming. Nikita Zadorov. Okay, so if we're going to think about potentially trading Nikita Zadorov, who's it going to be for? Let's see this guy here. Is he defenseman? Two-way? He's defensive. I don't need you. I don't really want to trade Zadorov because he's not bad. He's good for what he is, but it does give that a -1. I mean, the thing is, we're winning games, so maybe we should just stick with it. Is it really going to affect the growth of... Oh, man, Bo Horvat goes to Minnesota. Oh, things you hate to see. For a first and a couple of prospects? Damn. Can't believe Vancouver just traded Bo Horvat like that, but we bounce back with a 7-0 win. They know the GM's upset about Horvat being dealt. 7-0. How are ya? Let's have a quick checkup here with Hanu. I know it's -1. I know it's not great. He's got 1-1. I mean, I'm sure it's not helping. Fuck, do we trade Zadorov? We just got him. That kind of throws a wrench into my situation. It's never just perfect, you know? It's always something. It's always something. So I'm going to make a straight up hockey trade here. We're going to trade Zadorov for Troy Stecher. I wouldn't do this. Unfortunately, the -1, I cannot live with that, especially with such a young up-and-coming stud. I can't have his development in the NHL be kind of shot. But Nikita Zadorov, he's great for what he is. Unfortunately, Hanu kind of put a wrench in my plans. So we're going to get Troy Stecher, who is considered a vet at this point. 31 years old, just a good, steady, stay-at-home two-way D-man. Put your Vancouver bias aside. There's really not a lot of options out there. I was looking around the league, and the majority of 81, 82, 83 overall players are basically overpaid like crazy. So this is strictly a hockey trade, no salary retained, nothing like that. It's simply just to get that chemistry up. Now, Stetcher's two-way, so it should give it at least a +1. Will this go through? Trade accepted. Troy Stecher, welcome to the squad. I didn't want to make that move, but sometimes you gotta for the chemistry, and I think we're better off because of it. I really hope this doesn't give it a -1, or I'm going to look like an absolute idiot. Okay, it does give it a +1. There you go. That's good news. I'm happy about that. Troy Stecher, that's the only move we're going to make. It's a minor one. I think we are well on our way to another Stanley Cup. So, like I said, we're going to get the entire year of simulation done. So we got no real important games coming up. I see a New Jersey game. These 2 games we can actually slow sim. No Islanders games and no more Montreal. Actually, I lied. We have a Montreal game at the 3rd last game. So I see 2 games we're going to slow sim, and then we are going to get the year done. Maybe not, because this freaking trade alert won't stop. Marchessault goes from Vegas to Chicago. That's a big move. Let's see some blockbusters here. Let's see some big boys being moved around. Adam Lowry goes from Columbus to Edmonton. Former Quebec Nordique. There you go. Spike Helm for a first. No thank you. Let's go here. Keep the wins coming. Ooh, Bo Bowen Byram, that's a biggie move, but I'm not going to trade Nick Suzuki. We don't need Bowen Byram. I already have Cale Makar, even though Bowen Byram, oh, actually, whoa, 76 overall. He's clearly not happy. He is pissed right now. He's not happy playing in Colorado. I see why you want to get rid of him, but you're barking up the wrong tree. No, thank you. Vancouver, they're trading everyone. They're looking for another rebuild. Oh, no. Another big move. Cole Perfetti. Whoa, that's a huge move, actually. Buffalo gets a first and a couple of prospects. Colorado gets Cole Perfetti. Saskatchewan Stag legend Cole Perfetti. And they also get Oliver Bjorkstrand. So big things happening around the league. Big things right now. See if we can beat Tampa and Nikita Kucherov, looking for win number 45, and we do just that. Up against the Avs, they just offered us Bowen Byram. We already have Cale Makar. Another trade offer, and it's Joe Gattenby. If you think I'm trading, I mean, I love Joe Gattenby, don't get me wrong, but if you think I'm trading one of the top 10 players in the league for Joe Gattenby, get out of here. Absolutely not. I like the blockbusters, but that is just a little bit ridiculous. Up against the Avs, and we lost 4-3. Oh my god, Barzell for freaking Seth Jones and Bobrovsky? What is going on in the world? It's ridiculous, these trades. All right, we should be getting no more. There you go. There's a shootout win. Oh god, thank god that's over. Okay, let's get these 3 slow sim games out of the way. Ottawa, New Jersey, and then we will say what's up to the Montreal Canadiens and then do a little recap here. Period number 1 against the arch nemesis Bo Alfredson, 0-0. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Period number 2. Okay, 1-1. There he is. Bo and Lubomir, the Milkman, and Mr. Alfredson. They both get Genos. We're out shooting them, but they obviously have a very, very good team. We've ran into them quite a few times, but we did beat them in the postseason en route to our Stanley Cup. Things you love to see. 34-21 are the shots. Are we going into overtime? Potentially a little bit of a shootout action? All right, let's go into OT. If we go into a shootout, I'll intervene, see some dirty dangles, and it looks like we're going to penalty kicks. No, we're not, because with 32 seconds left, Hampus Lindholm beats Freddie Anderson, his former teammate in Anaheim, Freddie Anderson, might I add, and we get the big 2 points against the Ottawa Senators. You know, I like beating other teams, but beating Ottawa really just hits different, you know? Up against Tristan Jarry's old team, of course, Mitch Marner as well. Gonna go up against Marnes for the 4th time, I think? I can't remember. Period number 1. I wonder if Jarry's gonna get the start. Oh my god, he might see some ice because holy, 3 goals on 6 shots. What's going on, Askarov? Hoivanen, Mahalik, and Raymond, Nico Hischier, and Zane Sakic get 2. All right, let's button it up here. Let's win the second. Oh my god, a terrible night. Jonas Brodin and Taylor. That Hall goal was from before the blue line. Okay, Conrad gets 1. 5-4. Come on, we've gotten terrible goaltending here. Oh man, Askarov, you're falling apart. Mitch Marner, but Spike Helm, we won't go away. Come on, you're within striking distance. The fans are definitely getting their money's worth here. Power play, oh my god, Hoivanen, I love you. You absolute beauty. But Jack Hughes, go away. Askarov, it's just not your night. Poor guy. Come on, 2 minutes left. You can get another one here. Milkman, maybe? Oh my god, what a ridiculous game. That was crazy. Okay, so I'm sure, oh my god, Mitch Marner had 6 points. You had to do that to me, Mitch? I thought we were friends, Mitch Marner. You go and put up 6 points on your former pals? Oh, that just hurts. We got a back-to-back here. Hopefully we can, oh my god, 9-2. Yeah, we are struggling right now. We're letting in a lot of goals, 5-3. All right, let's get back into the swing of things here. There's a loss against the Ducks. Maybe we hit 50 wins against, no, I was going to say we hit 50 against Toronto, but we're kind of struggling right now. Can we hit 50 against the Hawks? It's a shootout loss. 50 against the Sharks? Come on, another loss. What is going on? We were like 15 points ahead. All right, there you go. There's win number 50, but at a point we were like 15 points ahead of the Ottawa Senators, but now they're within striking distance of catching us, so that's not good. I think we're at 108, they're at 105, so we really got to step it up here. What's going on? You guys just thought you got all comfortable, you know, you're going to the playoffs no matter what, 50 wins. You can't just take your foot off the gas like that. Come on, boys. All right, so there's 3 straight wins. That's good, I guess. 115 to 113. So both of these teams right now are putting up some serious numbers, and Conrad has 71 goals. Again, I don't think he's going to hit 77, maybe. But look at Ottawa, though, only 2 points behind us. All right, let's go up against the Montreal Canadiens. Here we go. We are 10-6 against the Habs, looking to make it 11-6. They're 1-8-1 in their last 10. Period number 1, and it's 2-1. Conrad and Arthur Kaliev. Period number 2. Let's keep it going. 4-2. Mahalik and Lucas Raymond. These games are always a blast. Shots are pretty even here. We have that 2-goal cushion. Oh, there's the xTech jinx. Of course, they're probably going to score 2 within a minute now. The xTech jinx is real, maybe not. Askarov, having yourself a good night. Come on, boys, keep it up, keep it up. Let's get win number 11 against the Habs and move on. Hopefully Ottawa loses, because we just got 2 big points. There you go, the Milkman and Lucas Raymond there had a pretty good night. Askarov as well, a 931 save percentage in that game, not bad. So we have 117 points. Let's see how many Ottawa has, if they won or not. So it looks like they lost or they didn't have a game. We actually have 2 games in hand with most teams, so looking for 120 points. Are we going to hit it? We have to win 1 and then go into overtime or whatever, or just win both, I guess. Why not, for fun? Up against McDavid, period number 1, 1-1. Marco Rossi and Conrad, there's goal 72. He's really going to have to step it up to hit 77, period number 2. Okay, 3-1, McDavid and Bolesky. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. I want to see 120. You know what? I jinxed us right when I said 120. It was a straight-up jinx. Adam Lowry, of course, he scores. Hoivanen gets 1, but Adam Lowry gets another. Unfortunately, the best we can do is 119 points against the Avalanche. 73 goals for Conrad Stastny. He's going to need a huge night to hit 77. I mean, if anyone can do it, it's definitely him. But we haven't been playing that great in the last month here. The last little bit of March and April has not been too kind to us. But let's go here. Last game of the regular season against the team that took your original team away. All right, can't let these guys win here. Period number 1. And it's 2-0. Arthur Kaliev gets both on Alexander Hasek. Period number 2. It's 4-0. Conrad gets 1 and Mahalik another. 73 goals for Conrad Stastny. Nick Suzuki makes it 5-0. All right, Conrad, come on, baby. I'd love for you to get a couple more. Nick Suzuki gets a power play goal, his second of the night. But I think his career high is 73. I think he just tied it. Come on, 74. One time. 40 seconds left. All right, 6-0. I'll take the shutout. Was that Tristan Jarry or was that Askarov? It doesn't say. Arthur Kaliev had 5 points. How you doing? That line is insane. That is ridiculous, man. They light it up all the time. This could be the best line in all of hockey. Oh my God, they're good. Like, look at these guys. +4 on each of them. 3+ points on all of them. That's awesome. And it was Jarry with the shutout. So that's at least 2 confirmed shutouts he's had with his new squad. So Conrad finishes with 74. Okay, I guess I miscounted once again. There's a lot going on. All right, who do we got in the postseason? Who is it? Give me Ottawa. Come on, give me Ottawa. It's Philly. All right, we got Johnny Lindros, a team we haven't seen before. That's going to be exciting. So let's do a little bit of a recap here. And then in the next video, obviously, the playoffs. So let's see here. Mr. Conrad Stastny, 74 goals. That is a career high. All right, I thought he hit 72. I was wrong. He's hit 71 before. A career high in points and a career high in goals. What a year. +50, 419 shots, 38 power play points. Guy was an absolute beast out there. And look at Lubomir Mahalik getting second line minutes, putting up 111 points. Okay, sure. What a beast, man. Holy. And then just a casual 106 for Matty Barzal. You know, just a casual 106-point year. That's a career high, no doubt about it. He's hit 90 points 5 times in his young career. I mean, not really young. He's played 740 games, but 766 career points. What a guy. Lucas Raymond. Remember when everyone was saying, oh, you should trade Lucas Raymond. He sucks. Yeah, we'll take that 93 points and shove it. Look at that guy. 93 on the year, 26 goals, 67 assists. He breaks his 3-year streak of 20 goals, but there you go, 26 on the year. Not bad at all. Nick Suzuki, my man, with 79 points. That whole second line is just pure magic. Just magic. Nasty Nods with 70. How you doing? Really hope he's in the running for the Norris. Oh man, so happy we were patient with this guy. We let him grow. He's just been unbelievable for us. Arthur Kaliev, 69. Nice points on the year. He's kind of like the perfect second liner. I love Arthur Kaliev. King Arthur, I hope he sticks around for a long time. Cale Makar, 55 points. I was concerned at his low point production, but all he needed was to come to an elite team, and he put up elite numbers. I feel like Cale Makar, if he continues to put up 50 to 60 points a year, that $7 million contract is going to look real damn good. Spike Helm with 46. There you go. That's a career high for sure. What a coming out party for the kid. Quinn Wrights as well with 34, Hampus Lindholm with 32, Hoivanen with 19 goals, Connor Lockhart as a rookie with 29, Jake Tynan, the Rhino, oh baby, he's 86 overall, things you love to see. I told you he's going to grow real quick, plus 33, yep, he's a beast. So Hanu had 1 goal, 2 helpers, there you go, and Troy Stecher had 9 points in 81 games. And looking at the goalies here, Yaroslav Askarov, what a beast, what a year, 86 overall. I'm hoping he still grows, but 1 assist on the year, 41 and 13. He played 1 more game than he did last year, had a better save percentage, a better goals against average, more shutouts, less goals against. Yeah, that is Vezina-worthy year for sure, and shout out to Tristan Jarry, 13 and 3 with 3 shutouts. How you doing? He was 7 and 2 with Quebec with 2 shutouts, so not a bad year for the backup Tendy, who's only making what, $2 million bucks? 1.4. That's a steal. Oh my god, look at the goal totals. 75. You bastard. You took the Rocket Richard away from Conrad Stastny. He needed 1 goal to pass Kyle Correa. He did that. But Bo Alfredson, why you gotta be so good? Why are you so good at ice hockey? Douche. 134 points. What a year. Yager with 125. Stastny with 121. Agent C, 114. Kyle Correa. But look at Lubomir. There he is, the milkman. Martin Necas. That's how you pronounce his name. You guys told me in the comments. And I purposely, on my day off on Sunday, I purposely watched a Carolina Hurricanes game. Or was it on Saturday? I don't remember. But I purposely watched a game because I wanted to know how you pronounce his last name. Now I'm never going to mispronounce it. The Chichu Train, he had 107 with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then Matty Barzal, so 3 of the top 10 scorers are on one line together. Not bad. Sam Steele with 106 points, 89 assists. Okay. Sammy Blais in Toronto. Okay, they're making that trade look pretty good for Mitch Marner. What the hell? You put him with Cameron Chichu and good things happen. Good for Sammy Blais. I did not expect that. 105 points for Sammy Blais? Unreal. Sidney Crosby proving once again that age is simply just a number. 38, but 97 points. 50 goals. Oh my god, what a guy. Doesn't look like a crazy year for rookies. Jean-Luc Foudy might win the Calder unless there's a rookie goalie, but I can't remember if there was or not. Maybe this DeVries kid, Kip DeVries, or DeVray, however you want to pronounce it, he could win the Calder as well. 83, a 3rd rounder. That's kind of cool to see. So there you go. What a year. What a year it was. 121 points for Conrad. 55, 18, and 9. Actually, one last thing I want to do, just for fun. I always forget to do this, but I want to have a look at the penalty minutes and all that stuff, all the extra stats that we usually forget about. See who led the league in game-winning goals, and it's Conrad. There you go. Power play goals looks like Bo Alfredson, 28. Power play points, Trevor Yager at 44. How about shorthanded goals? 5. Oh my god, 5 of your 20 goals are shorthanded. That's crazy. Shorthanded points, he led the league as well with 7. That's ridiculous. ridiculous. Who played the most minutes? I don't know. Who was it? Joe Gattenby, 222. Absolute lead. Best face-off percentage, which took a lot of draws. Bo Horvat, the Minnesota Wild center. I hate that I just said that. Who led the league in hits? Please be Conrad. No, Max Lafleur and then Zane Sakic. Okay. Giveaways. Who was the worst? Who was the worst for the giveaways? Joel Edmondson. Who had the most blocks? Ristolainen. Okay. Who had the most takeaways? Just for fun. Sean Couturier. Who had the most fights? We know, where is he? Conrad and Nasty Nas. 21 and 20 fights. And look at Quinn Wrights. He had 10 as well. So our guys are not to be messed with. But 32 fights for Zane Sakic. Not only did he have 32 fights, but he also had 38 goals. So not bad. Not bad at all. 6'8", 248. What a monster. Agent C throwing him. Things you don't usually see, but there you go. Agent C chucking knuckles. Just looking at some of the oldest players in the league here, Crosby is the only player left from his 05 draft class. That's crazy. In 2026, imagine he plays over 20 years. Crazy. There's only a few left from 06. Jonathan Toews is a Bruin now, and Kane is a Penguin. Oh my god. Lars Eller, of all players, is still good in 2026. Okay. Voracek is still a Flyer. McDonough moved on from the Islanders. Speaking of the Islanders, actually, we're not done here. We got some things to do. Have a look at the Islanders and let's see how poor, where is he, Tucker Tynan, how did he do? 10 and 32. Now, he had like 7 wins with our team, so he went 3 and 29. Oh, Tucker, I'm so sorry. Oh god, this team is bad. This team is really, really bad. I mean, look at those numbers, and look at Louis Domingue, 4 and 35. Those don't even seem real. God, those are really, really bad. Who led your team in scoring? Who do you even have? Oh god, this is bad. They have Lucas Yager, a minus 50. Morgan Riley. Remember when you could have signed? Remember when you could have came to an elite team, but you decided to go to the New York Islanders? What are you doing? Oh god, that's really, really bad. That's so bad. You got Morgan Riley, you got a starting goalie, the rest is up to you, but that is like historically bad. Just how bad were the New York Islanders? Let's actually have a look. Let's go all the way down here, because obviously they were the worst team in the league. I'd be surprised if there was a team worse than them. Yeah, by far. Only 8 wins. They had 23 points. Is that the worst a team has ever done? I gotta look it up. So the 74-75 Capitals had a record of 8, 67, and 5. All right. Well, the New York Islanders were 8, 67, and 7. The Washington Capitals had 21 points, and the Islanders had 23. So I'm just looking here. It looks like the next worst team was the Ottawa Senators, and they put up 24 points in, what year was this? 92-93 with a 10, 70, and 4 record. So the New York Islanders now have the second worst record in NHL history. Well over 100 years of the NHL being in existence, they just had a record that nobody wants. My god, they were bad. They only scored 159 goals. We almost doubled that. We did double that. We doubled that and some. The Ottawa Senators exactly doubled it. Okay, that's a really, really bad team. I want everyone to apologize to Tucker Tynan in the comments. Give him some love. He doesn't deserve this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the playoffs against the Broad Street Bullies.